Imagine this. One moment you're on an adventure, the next, you're fighting for your life. What would you do if your world turned upside down? Today we delve into two spine-chilling survival stories that defy the odds. Each tale is a testament to human resilience in the face of sheer unpredictability and extreme danger. From the wild, untamed forests to the suffocating depths of the ocean, these stories will grip your heart and challenge your spirit. Keep watching as we dive into the first harrowing tale of survival. Our first story begins with a casual hike in the vast forests of Northern California. Picture this: a lone hiker, a Reddit user known as Trailwalker91, decides to embark on what was supposed to be a refreshing solo journey amidst the towering redwoods and serene silence. However, as the path unwound, so did the weather, turning from clear skies to a brooding tempest, unforeseen and unprepared for. As the storm intensified, Trailwalker91's GPS flickered and died. A modern lifeline gone in a blink. Panic set in. The comforting solitude of the forest transformed into a menacing maze. With no trail in sight and the daylight dwindling, our hiker was well and truly lost. The first night was the hardest. The temperature plummeted, and the relentless rain soaked through every layer of clothing. Shelter was makeshift. A hollow beneath a large tree served as a refuge from the relentless wind and rain. Fear gnawed at him, every rustle in the dark a potential threat. By the second day, the reality of his situation sank in. Food supplies were meager, a few energy bars and some trail mix. Water was another concern. But necessity is the mother of invention, even in survival. Trailwalker91 remembered reading about collecting rainwater using leaves and managed to improvise a collection system using his raincoat, providing crucial hydration. Navigation was next. With the storm clearing, the sun peeked through the clouds. Recalling tips from a survival subreddit, he used the position of the sun to start making his way east, towards what he hoped would be a more traveled path or a ranger station. Each step was a victory against the odds. The isolation was daunting, but the human spirit, resilient. On the morning of the third day, as he edged through a particularly dense thicket, voices called out. Rescuers, alerted by friends he had told of his hiking plan, had traced his intended route. After 3 days alone in the wilderness, rescue came just in time. But what happens when help isn't on the way? Now, imagine diving into the ocean's depths only to find yourself trapped. It began as a day filled with excitement and anticipation. A novice diver, inspired by tales of underwater marvels, plunged into the ocean, eager to explore an underwater cave. The water was clear, the visibility was good, and the marine life was vibrant. It should have been a perfect dive. But the ocean, as beautiful as it is, can also be treacherously unpredictable. As our diver ventured deeper into the cave, the thrill of adventure quickly turned into a harrowing ordeal. In a heart-stopping moment, he realized the way he had entered was no longer passable. Rocks had shifted, blocking the exit and plunging him into a terrifying trap beneath the waves. Imagine the cold grip of fear as the walls of the cave closed in around him. Every breath he took was a precious commodity, his air supply dwindling with each passing minute. The situation was dire. Trapped in the underwater darkness, the psychological terror was as palpable as the physical threat. The cave, once an alluring mystery, had become a suffocating prison. In those moments, the mind plays tricks. Shadows seem to move, and every sound is a potential harbinger of either salvation or doom. Our diver had to wrestle not only with the tangible challenge of limited oxygen, but also with the creeping tendrils of panic. To survive, he needed to maintain an extraordinary level of calm, conserving every ounce of energy, every breath of air. Time seemed to stretch and bend in that underwater cave. Each second was both an eternity and a precious tick of the clock, counting down the air supply that tethered him to life. The weight of the ocean above was a constant reminder of his vulnerability, a stark contrast to the fragile bubble of air that was his lifeline. Miraculously, a fellow diver found him just as his air was about to run out. Both stories remind us of the thin line between adventure and peril. Surviving such extreme situations requires more than just physical strength. It demands a reservoir of mental and emotional resilience that few can fathom until faced with life's stark realities. In the heart-pounding tales of survival we've explored, each protagonist displayed not just a fight for life, but a profound battle of the mind and spirit. In the wilderness, lost and alone, the first story showed us how a deep connection with nature combined with survival knowledge can turn the tide. When all seemed lost, it wasn't just the skills of building a shelter or finding food that kept our survivor going. It was the hope that each new sunrise brought. Hope that turned into a powerful will to live, a determination not to let the wild claim one more soul without a fight. Then, beneath the waves, trapped in an underwater cave, the situation was dire. Here, the mental battle was even more intense. Imagine the crushing weight of the ocean above you, the darkness enveloping your senses. Yet in this suffocating solitude, our second survivor found a light within. It was the undying will to return to loved ones, to breathe fresh air once more, that spurred every painstaking move towards escape. These experiences, while harrowing, sculpted their perspectives profoundly. The wilderness survivor found a new respect and a symbiotic relationship with nature, understanding its perils but also its profound beauty. Meanwhile, the diver, once emerging from the depths, viewed life with renewed gratitude and a deeper appreciation for every moment spent on solid ground. Their journeys teach us that the essence of survival lies not in avoiding danger, but in the mastery of fear and the embrace of hope. Each story is a testament to human resilience, a vivid reminder that the will to survive is perhaps our most powerful instinct. Their tales not only teach us about survival, but about the human spirit's capacity to endure against all odds. What can we learn from these near-death experiences? In the face of the unimaginable, two tales of survival reveal profound lessons that extend far beyond the wild terrains and the deep seas where they unfolded. Through their harrowing journeys, our survivors not only fought against the odds, but also taught us invaluable survival strategies. Firstly, the significance of preparation cannot be overstated. One survivor lost in the vast wilderness had a survival kit that proved pivotal. This kit wasn't elaborate. A few matches, a compass, and a small but potent flashlight. This goes to show that even minimal preparation can make a substantial difference. It's a reminder to all of us. Don't skimp on the basics. Whether you're heading out for a hike or just going on a long drive, packing the essentials could very well be your lifeline. Moving on, basic survival knowledge came to the forefront as a lifesaver. Our second survivor, trapped beneath the waves, relied on his training to conserve oxygen and manage his panic. He knew that by controlling his breathing and staying calm, he could extend his survival window significantly. This underscores the benefits of basic skills like first aid, swimming, and even stress management techniques. These skills aren't just for the extreme adventurer, they're practical for everyone. Moreover, the ability to remain calm under pressure was a common thread in both stories. Panic can cloud judgment, hasten poor decisions, and exhaust vital energy. Both survivors emphasized how crucial it was to maintain a clear head. They assessed their situations, made calculated decisions, and conserved their energy for critical moments. This level of composure is something we can all strive to cultivate, not just in life-threatening scenarios, but in everyday challenges as well. In wrapping up, these stories compel us to reflect on our own preparedness. How equipped are we to handle unexpected situations? Whether it's a natural disaster, a technological failure, or a sudden health emergency, the principles of preparation, knowledge, and calmness hold steadfast. While we may not all face such extreme conditions, understanding these principles can be crucial in any emergency. Now take a moment to reflect. Imagine you're in the middle of nowhere, the vast wilderness around you, or beneath the cold, dark waves of the ocean. These aren't just scenes from a thrilling movie, they're real-life situations that some have miraculously survived. What would run through your mind? How would your body react? Survival isn't just about physical strength, it's about mental resilience and quick thinking. Consider your own life for a moment. We all face our own wilderness, our own deep waters, challenges that seem insurmountable, moments when we feel lost. How do you react? Do you freeze, or does a survival instinct kick in? It's fascinating how in the face of adversity, our deepest instincts emerge, sometimes surprising even ourselves with our capacity for resilience and resourcefulness. Now let's turn this reflection outward. If you feel comfortable, share in the comments how you might react in such extreme situations. Perhaps you have a story of a time when you had to tap into your own survival instincts. What did you learn from that experience? How has it shaped your approach to challenges and risks now? This isn't just about sharing stories, it's about learning from each other, preparing ourselves for the unexpected, and understanding the profound strength each of us holds within. Because knowing and reflecting on these stories can sometimes be the very thing that prepares us for future challenges. Think about it. What would you do if you found yourself in their shoes? Share your thoughts below. The internet, vast, unknowable, a breeding ground for stories, some fantastical, some mundane, some terrifying. Reddit, a particular corner of this digital world, becomes a confessional. Users share experiences, stories whispered from the shadows. Two such stories, they chill me, they will chill you. These are not tales of fiction, these are real accounts, or so they claim. Accounts of the unexplained, of the unsettling. They linger long after you've heard them. Buckle up. Prepare to enter a world of creeping dread. A world where the familiar becomes unfamiliar. A world of true Reddit horror. We begin. A user, let's call him David, shares his experience. He's in a bustling city surrounded by faces. He spots a man across the street staring right at him. Something's off. He feels a jolt, a sense of unease. The man's face, it's familiar. David knows this face, but from where? He racks his brain. It's not a friend, not a colleague. This face haunts him, like a half-remembered dream. He tries to shake it off, but the unease lingers. Days turn into weeks. The face, the stare, they haunt David's thoughts. He scours his memories, desperate for an answer. Who is this man? Why does his face evoke such a profound sense of wrongness? David stumbles upon an old family photo album. He's flipping through, years of memories flashing before his eyes. And then he sees it. The face, the man from the street, frozen in time in a photo from his childhood. But here's the twist. The photo is from his own christening. The man, a stranger, is holding baby David. A man he's never seen before, never met, yet there he is. A specter from the past, now staring at him across a crowded street. Panic sets in. This makes no sense. Who is this man? Why is he in this photo? Why did he stare at David years later as if recognizing him? The questions pile up, each one more unsettling than the last. David tries to investigate. He asks his parents, shows them the photo. They are just as clueless. They don't recognize the man. No answers, only deepening mystery. David is left with a chilling certainty. Something is deeply, terribly wrong. He never sees the man again. The encounter, the photo, they become a chilling memory. A constant reminder that some things in life defy explanation. Some faces once seen can never be forgotten. David's story ends there, unresolved, haunting, a testament to the unsettling mysteries that lurk in the shadows of our lives. Another tale from the Reddit abyss. A user, Sarah, recounts a chilling experience. She's living with a roommate, let's call her Emily. One day, Emily simply vanishes. No note, no goodbye, no trace. The apartment is eerily silent. Emily's belongings are untouched. Her phone goes straight to voicemail. Sarah's initial concern morphs into panic. She calls the police, files a missing person report. Days turn into weeks, weeks into months. Nothing. The police investigation hits dead ends. No leads, no witnesses. Emily vanished without a trace. Sarah is left alone, haunted by the empty space where her roommate once was. Months later, a glimmer of hope. The police uncover security camera footage from the day Emily disappeared. The footage shows Emily leaving the apartment building, but here's the chilling part: she never comes out. She enters the building and then nothing. She's gone, vanished into thin air. The footage is analyzed, scrutinized, no glitches, no tampering. It's as if Emily stepped into another dimension, a hidden door within the building. The mystery deepens. Rational explanations fail. The police are baffled. Sarah is consumed by a fear that chills her to the bone. Where did Emily go? What happened inside that building? Sarah can't let go. She obsessively researches the building's history, desperate for answers. She uncovers a chilling truth. The building was the site of a tragic fire decades ago, many lives lost, a dark history buried beneath layers of paint and renovated floors. A local historian tells Sarah about rumors, whispers of lingering spirits, trapped souls unable to move on. Could Emily have stumbled upon something sinister within the building, a doorway to the other side? An unsettling thought takes root in Sarah's mind. She returns to the building, stands in the spot where Emily vanished. She feels a cold shiver, a presence. The air is thick with an unseen energy. The building, once a home, now feels like a tomb. She knows with chilling certainty Emily is gone, lost to a realm beyond human understanding. The police officially closed the case. Emily's disappearance remains unexplained. Sarah moves out, unable to bear the weight of the unknown. But the story doesn't end there. A year later, Sarah receives a postcard. No return address, no signature, just a picture of a beach, a sunny paradise. On the back, a single sentence, scrawled in handwriting that sends a chill down Sarah's spine. "I'm happy now." The postcard is unsettling. Is it a cruel prank? A message from Emily? Or something else entirely? Sarah is left with more questions than answers. The mystery of Emily's disappearance lingers, a chilling reminder that some doors once opened can never be closed. These stories, whispered from the depths of Reddit, stay with us. They remind us of the vast unknown that surrounds our lives, the shadows we glimpse out of the corner of our eyes, the unsettling truths we can never fully grasp. Are these stories true? Did these events actually transpire? We may never know, but the fear they evoke, the chills they send down our spines, those are real. They linger long after the stories end, a haunting reminder that sometimes the most terrifying tales are the ones we believe to be true.